Welcome to the Lovelan Report and the Lone Ranger Radio Show. My name is Bruce Woodburn. I'm the Lone Ranger alongside Cleve Lovelan of Lovelan Properties. Probably sold more houses in this area than any other real estate agent. I know your spiel. It's like, what is it again now?
Oh, there's a rooftop on your street. I've probably sold it,
right?
Helped buy it, or
That's
manage
not a
it.
blue rooftop, though. That's not the blue rooftop. That's just a regular rooftop.
Regular roof. No, right. Regular roof. So, no, my family's been doing this for, 20 years before me, and I've got 30 years in. So 50 years of Central Florida real estate. And I think the main thing, Bruce, that keeps us going is we are consultants. We are solving people's personal real estate problems or mortgage not problems,
and a few personal problems.
Yeah, personal problems. Yeah, along the way. We are kind of therapists sometimes.
It seems like it.
But it's just, you can't look this stuff up on a website. No matter how often you can Google how to sell a house, and but it's not going to fix your problem.
Everybody thinks they're a professional realtor and a mortgage lender when the market's hot.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Everybody, if you're in real estate right now, you're probably doing pretty well. If you're not doing great in real estate right now,
it's time to check something else out.
You need to get a different occupation, right? You really do.
I don't know. They still have toll booth operators? I don't think we have those anymore, do we?
Well, I think there are some.
Are there some? Okay.
All
right.
Some.
Might be a good job. Might be a good second career choice. But
either way, you think about this. Your business, your business is great right now.
Yeah.
But your business has been consistent year over year over year.
Good years, bad years. No, I grow a little bit each year and get a little better and add more service along the way. And the same with yours. That's why I know if a loan goes to you, it's going to get closed. If there's a loan there, you'll get it closed.
Right.
So, but I got some really good news this week, Bruce, on inventory. This is our monthly report. We get the Market Pulse from the Orlando Regional Realtor Association, and they reported, inventory for the past 6 months has held about the same amount, and we're about 3,600 homes for sale. It's been it dropped down to, it dropped as low as 2,600 homes. It was 2,800, 2,600, 2,800, 3,000, 3,500, 3,600, 3,600. So stabilizing, averaging about, let's say, 3,300 homes for sale over the past 6 months. And the number of listings, this is what's interesting. People are back out now. Now, last year, even with COVID, was kind of a record year for sales and price appreciation. This year, I think the price appreciation will slow, but we are doing more sales than last year, partially probably because of COVID, but the interest rates are still about the same, maybe a little higher.
Because interest rates are low.
Yeah, they're good. I mean, money is so good. And it's amazing. We know it's going to happen. Rates are going to go above 4%, and people are going to be like, oh, my God, that's so expensive. Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
That's ridiculous.
Well, talk to your grandpa who walked back and forth uphill both ways in the snow to get to school and grew up in Orlando. And he'll tell you about his 13 or 14% interest rates. That's what my mom had when she first started in real estate in the 70s.
Well, they went even to 18 during the Carter years, which Biden is like a Carter. So what are we going to expect? We could expect to see a lot higher interest rates.
Yeah. So,
look at your bacon prices right now.
I haven't checked that lately. Is that a problem?
I eat bacon. You don't eat bacon.
I eat bacon, but I haven't. It's not something I pick up every week at the grocery store.
Well, I don't either because I can't afford bacon. It's gone up 23%, really? Right? And I can't put gas in my car anymore.
Now I know I'm going to Wendy's.
I went from $1.98 a gallon to $3.75 a gallon.
Yep.
It's ridiculous.
Yep. So,
right?
But the market's still it's cooking. It's doing very well, and you're seeing the same thing in mortgages, right?
Well, my mortgage rates are still unbelievable, but here's the thing. What has happened to rates in the last 2 to 3 weeks? They've gone up. They've gone up, and they are continuing to go up. We saw this week, we saw a couple of good days, but in the last 2 weeks, there's been almost all bad days on the bond market, which drove interest rates up. We lost 160 basis points in 2 weeks and lost about another 30 basis points this week. So that really equates to a 200
It's an upward
basis
trend.
point.
Yeah.
So, but what does 200 basis points mean to the average person? When I say, hey, rates, we lost 200 basis points, people look at me and they go, okay, but what does that do to my pocket?
Is that about 1/4%?
Well, I can tell you what it is. For every 100 basis points, it costs you a point extra on the discount point.
Okay.
So if whatever your rate was at 0 points 3 weeks ago is at 2 points today. That's pretty substantial on a $300,000 house. That's a $6,000 difference.
Yeah.
Now, many people would say, well, I don't want to pay points. So you don't have to pay points. I'm just saying that's how interest rates are adjusted in the secondary market by the discount. So what happens is lenders then, instead of charging you 2 points, they drive the rate up. So your rate might be at 3.25, 3.3, 3.5 to get that 0.
And I just sent you somebody. If you need any real estate help, call me, 407-352-8118. And I just sent you somebody. They still had a 4.5% rate.
It's not uncommon. There's still over
What's the phone number?
80% of the folks that need to refinance have not refinanced. You can reach Bruce Woodburn, Cross Country Mortgage, the loan arranger. And I will be one of the major sponsors of the All-Star Jam for K92.3, December 10th. And you can reach me at 407-250-9144. That's 407-250-9144. Or WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. Easiest website in the world. That's self-proclaimed.
Yep.
But it is the like to apply
I've
online.
done that. No, you helped me refinance 2 years ago.
To apply online on my website, like they say push button get mortgage. There's another company that says that.
Yeah.
There's actually no such thing as push button get mortgage.
Yeah. It's just good marketing.
It's push another one. Type your name in here. You can't just push a button and it brings up all your data.
Yeah. You
However,
gotta give them that info.
Do you know how intuitive my system for online application is? If you put your employer in correctly, and most employers subscribe to the work number, which is really a verification of employment, it automatically gives me a verification of employment.
That's good.
Automatically.
Yeah.
If you put in I got a Wells Fargo checking account, and you put in your account number into it, it's highly secure. Some people don't like doing that, but for those of you that are comfortable knowing that my system is secure, it automatically gives me your bank statements. So I've got your employment and your bank statements ready to go.
And this is the difference. I mean, the main thing is once you get that info, you can see what's best for them. And you can say, hey, let's get your credit straightened up here. Let's do these 3 things on your credit, get your score from 680 to 720 in the next 5 weeks. And your rate could be better. I mean, because everything's kind of rate-based or driven that way.
Absolutely. That's the difference in using somebody like me and going online. We want to look at it and not just close a loan today. We want to make sure that we're closing the loan to give you the best opportunity. On the other hand, you and I had a client we closed a year and a half ago. This guy's credit wasn't that great, but I got him into a loan. He paid a little bit of a premium for a rate. Not that bad. It was still, I think it was in the low or mid 4s. But I got him into the house.
Yep.
He kicked and screamed about the private mortgage insurance. I'm refinancing him today, getting rid of the private mortgage insurance, lowering his rate. His score went up. And here's the clincher. He made $60,000
in 1 year on the house?
And just over a year.
18 months,
it was less than a year and a half.
Yeah.
But, so now, would it have been better to wait till now, till his credit got up?
Yep.
Or buy then? So when I say buy now, it's because houses are going to continue to go up in price. They're not going down.
No.
Make the money. I'll get you better later. If your credit isn't perfect right now.
We'll get into it now. I remember talking to some people after 2008 and all the muck we dug through with thousands of foreclosures out there and the market tanking. Our median price went from $225 down to $90, and everything was in foreclosure. Nobody was buying anything. Everybody had bought too many homes. Just about everybody had 3 rentals in their or 3 flips they were trying to do, and it backfired on them. And it still climbed. I mean, I've had some people say, "Oh, I'm not buying again. It's going to do it again." I'm like,
right.
But if you stay in the home or you hold it for a long time, buy and hold real estate is the best way to become a millionaire. In fact, we've got our wealth building class.
Well, we did that wealth.
Yeah, we did it this week, and we'll
Wednesday.
announce our next one. But that's how people can figure out. You and I share how to build a real estate portfolio, how to get it paid off, and how to basically retire wealthy.
And you know what? Here's the thing about that class and how you and I teach building wealth in real estate. There's no gimmicks. There really isn't any gimmick. We don't even have anything to sell. We didn't produce a CD, a workbook, other they have to download some pages to go through the system with us. But we don't charge anything for it. You don't have to take your weekend off.
And we had a couple attendees. I had 2 that I've spoken to in the past 6 months that told us, oh, we paid for this seminar. We paid a couple $1,000s, and everything they were taught was wrong. It was the wrong way to do things.
They ended up doing it our way.
And they did it our way, and they've already made money. And it cost them nothing. And they stopped paying that coaching company, thank goodness. I mean, it's not – I mean, there's people out there, I won't say pray. They do educate you, but it's their way of doing things. And if they did it so well – why are they charging? Why aren't they sharing
Cleve,
the info?
Here's the way I got it figured. I'm not the smartest guy. I tell everybody out there I dropped out of school in the 10th grade. I got my GED. I call it my PhD, my public high school diploma.
Yep.
Right? But that's not even true because it's not a public high school diploma. It's a public high school diploma equivalency, okay?
Yep.
So why would somebody with a GED be qualified to teach you wealth building? Well, because I made a lot of wealth.
Yeah.
I made a lot of wealth. And I did it, and I made some mistakes along the way.
Mm-hmm.
You did too.
Yep.
Right? We share those with our students and
Yep.
our classes. But we were able to amass enough wealth to where we could retire and retire comfortably. The great thing is that other people put the money in our bank account for us. Listen, you still should max out your 401k.
Yeah.
You still should
Save
get
money.
IRAs. You should still invest in stocks and bonds and be diversified. We don't tell you not to do that. Some places are like, no, do all this. No. I do a little bit of everything. But the wealth that I made was not in my 401k.
Yep.
I mean, I did okay in my 401k because I started maxing it out when I was young. But my wealth that I made was in real estate. It's easy, and other people put the money in my account for me.
Yeah,
it's like magic. I've got 2 or 3 tenants. They still come to my office and drop off a check. Mm-hmm. And every now and again, I'll call them up and go, "Hey, I'm just going to swing by the house, see how everything's going." Okay.
Yep.
They make sure I give them a couple days to pick up their underwear.
We manage about 80, and I help a lot of landlords. Who they really enjoy it. It's pretty passive. Real estate should be passive.
It doesn't have to be complicated. You don't have to be a property.
It's complicated.
You'll manage the property.
You want to make it complicated? Don't do a background check. Don't do an income check when you let your tenant in there. And get really complicated. Let one of your family members rent it from you.
Oh, there's
the worst
great
thing.
idea.
Oh God, I can't raise the rent on Aunt Sally, and you're getting $700 a month when you should be getting $1,800 a month.
One of the major problems I see with folks today is they don't raise their rent because they become emotionally attached to the tenants, and that's
not
great.
about that. Yeah,
that's great. You know what? If it's a charity event for you, then it's a charity event. But I will tell you, I get excuse after excuse after excuse as to why they don't. Oh, well, they pay on time. Well, good. They're supposed to pay on time.
All my tenants pay on time.
You're supposed
to
pay on time.
And they pay top dollar. So.
Listen, you can reach the Loan Arranger at 407-250-9144. That's 407-250-9144. Or go to my website, apply online at webringyouhome.com. Or you can reach Cleve Lovelan
at 407-352-8118. I want to mention all those listings out there, even in this hot market where we're getting multiple offers, 10% of the market, Bruce, every month still pulls off the market, doesn't sell for one reason or another. They're just not getting the right staging advice. They're not getting the right marketing plan. They're not getting the right advice on how to get a house on the market and get multiple offers. I've taken those listings after they've given up after 90 days, and I've gotten multiple offers by just a few small changes. And I'm not talking about slashing the price at all. So give me a call at 407-352-8118.
Yeah, it's easy to reach Cleve. He's got a great team of buyer's agents. So when it comes to hiring somebody to help you find a home, there's 3 major reasons to hire a buyer's agent out there for all of you. This is your major reasons. And if you're a real estate agent, I want you to think about what your primary job is. Number 1 reason, find that perfect home. Number 2 reason, to negotiate the best price. And number 3 reason, which is the hardest thing for people to do, is to get the client to the closing table smoothly and on time.
Oh, there's always something that pops up.
Yeah, it's important that we have your buyer's agents on the call. And if you want help with that, you just call Loan Arranger, and I will get you in. I will make sure your clients close on time. We'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Lovelan Report and the Loan Arranger Radio Show.
And we are back on the Loveland Report and the Lone Ranger Show. I am Cleve Lovelan, Central Florida's voice of real estate. Got a couple listings here to give people an idea of what's for sale. I've got 2 acres in Sorrento, edge of Eustis, and this house is 3,000 square feet on 2 acres, no homeowner association. The owner runs a fence company, so it's all gated, beautiful electric gate on the front of the property, but big wide open floor plan, oversized bedrooms, enormous back porch, and then 2 acres of just pristine Florida woods, nice property. And just nobody telling you what color your curtains need to be or telling you to get your four-wheeler out of the driveway. And then I've got one in Maitland. I've got a condominium for $398,500, and this is 1,700 square feet with 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and a 1-car garage. It's not your old apartment-style condo like with 8-foot ceilings. This is a modern, high-vaulted ceilings in the family room. Got a fireplace, got wood floors on the first floor, big master bedroom, and a half bath downstairs, and just in great shape for 3. That's right on the edge of, right by Luke's Restaurant, right on the edge of Maitland and Winter Park.
That's a great restaurant too.
It is, and you can walk to that. You can walk just about down to Park Avenue. Then this is coming up, and these will be gone quickly. These are going to be on my market maker. I've got one in Colonial Town. This is that starter home. This is 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. And this one's all redone, nice and quaint, big open, older homes sometimes, Bruce, they're all chopped up with little rooms. Yep. Somebody opened up all the walls in this, big open living area. Nice kitchen that was redone with granite. 2 bedrooms, 1 bath with a 1-car garage. $317,000. It's about 1,000 square feet right in Colonial Town.
Well, I'm telling you, that is location. When you're talking location, that's
the heart of Orlando right there.
Right.
And then I've got a duplex in Winter Park right near that condo. Duplex. Both sides are 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. 1,200 square feet each side for $470,000. So you could buy that as a primary, right, Bruce? With 3%, with 3.5% down.
Absolutely.
And after a year or two on our Leapfrog program, buy another house and rent out both sides. But you'd be getting market rent on this. I'm getting $1,350 on one side. Really could push that a little higher. And I mean, both sides you'd be making $3,000 a month just about in rent. And after you moved out and bought another house in a couple years. So beautiful duplex coming. And then I've got the one in Colonial Town coming. Call me at 407-352-8118.
Yeah, and if you want me to run numbers for any of those listings for you, Cleve, feel free to. Give me a call at 407-250-9144. Anybody on my team can plug those numbers in and let you know what your payments are going to look like, what you qualify for. Maybe you qualify for 100% financing for a veteran. Some of those properties that Cleve has or someone's got out there might qualify for USDA zero money down. USDA is a great program, zero money down, and a lot of folks don't even think about that program. And it's you got to have good credit, you got to have low debt ratios, but the mortgage insurance is almost zip. And the rates are great, so it's a great opportunity. 3% down conventional loans for first-time homebuyers with reduced interest rates and reduced PMI. I got them. The loan arrangers got them. 3.5% down FHA loans, no credit score requirements. I got them.
Where do you get these? You guys are it's like witchcraft.
I'll tell you why.
It's like witchcraft.
It's really not, because it's still prudent lending. But here's what it is, Cleve, and it's funny you say that. The difference in my lending practices and most banks and other lenders is we don't have overlays. Overlays meaning that most banks and most mortgage companies will mitigate their risk by putting additional layers of guidelines on top of what Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, HUD for FHA or VA would have.
And they don't tell you about those when you call into the Monster Mega Bank and they go, our rate's 2.5%. But then day before closing, you get your CD.
You get your closing 29% back end ratio.
Oh my God, yeah.
So, those are the things that banks and mortgage companies do to mitigate their risk. And in some cases, it might be prudent for them to do that. And in other cases, it's not prudent. But here's the thing. I am a direct lender, all 50 states. I will underwrite my loans based on the guidelines that are raw, right from Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, or HUD. I don't add any layers.
What's that number? We got a hard break coming.
407-250-9144 or webringyouhome.com, or you can reach Cleve at 407-352-8118. That's 352-8118. We'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Loveland Report and the Lone Ranger Radio Show.
and we are back to the longest running real estate radio show and mortgage information show in the country. I think in the world. I think in the world. I don't know anybody else has been doing it for 30 years like me, or 25 years like me. I've been in real estate for 30. And we are giving you all your real estate information, all your mortgage information, how to get the best interest rate, what you can do to find your dream home. How do you get that dream home? I want to talk about something really important, Bruce. This is why you're hiring a realtor to sell your home. List price to sales price ratio. So you got our average house in Central Florida at, let's just say, $300,000, or the median price around $300,000, and that house sells at $300,000. That's 100% of list price to sales price ratio. Now, a good negotiator in this market, I should have multiple offers on that. I'll probably sell that for about 103, 104% of list price, depending on what's going on with my market maker program that I do. If you need information on that, I'll give you the number in a bit. But I'll see homes like that, Bruce, still selling at 97, 98% of list price when I do a market analysis. And I'm like, okay, that's not a good marketer. That's a realtor who's, that negotiating book you told me about, Never Split the Difference.
Right.
In real estate, I never split the difference for a seller. Never. I mean, that's what I'm doing. My job is to get the seller as much as possible and get it closed. So this is really important. The average for MLS, most homes right now are selling at anywhere from 98 to 99% of list price. And there's actually right around 300 to 400,000, they're selling at about 100% of list price, because that's our hot category. But I'm getting about 102 to 103%.
Well,
compared to the rest of the realtors in town, because of my marketing program, because of my experience. This is what people need to watch out for. And then on the other
$300,000 house, that's what, $9,000
I'm getting $310. I'm getting $310.
Yeah,
I'm getting, on average, I just got $330 on one. Because the way I kind of talk to these agents, say, look, if it was my buyer, this is what I would do.
Well, and what? If the house is in demand, you can. Appraisers can't keep up with value, and we're going to talk about appraisals, because you asked me about that.
One more thing real quick, then I want you to talk about that.
This conversation.
The one thing I want to say, though, but all those companies out there saying, call us, we'll give you an offer on your home, that's 80% of market value. So be careful on that.
They're so and listen, I don't mean to insult you guys out there, but the general population is so easily persuaded to buy into this very fancy commercials. Okay, they're convincing.
Lots of marketing.
No showings. I don't have to do anything. Oh, buy to sell. Oh, it's a fast closing.
Well, convenience.
How nice is that? Well, listen. How can any company, like Cleve and I's marketing budget is pretty darn small.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't spend a lot of money in marketing, right? But you look at these companies that you hear on TV, on the radio, every other commercial, if not every commercial
billboards,
break has them.
NASCAR teams.
Everyone
football
has
stadiums
all over.
Yeah.
Where you think that money's coming from them because they're giving you top dollar? Where do you think the money's coming from? Give your head a shake. Mama didn't raise no fool.
That's right. Yeah.
So the money is coming by them lowballing you, and you get endorsements. I hear these endorsements. Yeah, Johnny and Ben, they sold their house and they were really happy with the process. That's because they were idiots, right? They didn't realize that they gave up $25,000 in sales price to sell their house. Of course it was easy. If you're going to give me $25,000, I'm going to make it pretty darn easy on you too. But here we're giving away the things that work the most for developing wealth. Don't do that. Don't be foolish. Call an expert. Call somebody that's been around for a long time. Now listen, these companies can tote that they sell more properties than anybody around. Why? Because there's a lot of idiots around the country, and they just buy into the facts. Now listen, I'm not out here to insult anybody, because I've been an idiot myself from time to time. However, I don't think that if you make something that easy, there's got to be a catch to it. And the catch is, and I know this for a fact because one of my own employees went through the process, and they gave them a fair offer, but then the day before closing, they recanted the offer and dropped it by $10,000. That's a true story.
That's a moving truck sitting in the driveway. That's the family in tears on where are we staying tonight, and the dog going to the kennel for a couple of days, and you're staying at the Marriott.
And who are you going to call?
You
going to call Cleve because Cleve didn't do the deal? Who are you going to call? The hedge fund? Who you gonna call when
you're talking to a call center?
That's right. You're talking to a call center. So don't think that. Listen, if it sounds too good to be true, it is. It just absolutely is. Call somebody that cares about you. Been in the neighborhood, lives in the neighborhood. We own homes in the neighborhood. My office is at 2729 West Fairbanks Avenue in Winter Park. I've been here for over 23 years in this same location.
Mine's at 6000 Turkey Lake Road.
Yep.
Been there for 15 years.
And they can knock on our door. They can come see us. Anybody.
We got one of them receptionist things too.
We have a receptionist. I know that is, you don't see a lot of those these days, right? Now, push 1 for English, 2 for Spanish, push 3 if you want to talk to
I like that one commercial says push 3 for Klingon. Yeah. But Bruce, I got an email here.
I want your phone number.
407-352-8118, 352-8118. Bruce, I got some questions from buyers. I got some people telling me, "Oh, no. The old thing about I need 20% down." They don't. We know that. But should I pay off all my debt?
No.
So expand on that.
Okay. First of all, my phone number, 407-250-9144 or webringyouhome.com. Do not make adjustments to your financial situation until you talk to me first. I have seen so many people go out there and they go, "Oh, yeah, I paid off. I have a client right now, paid off a car. $42,000. Said, well, I knew it would make my situation better. Wait a minute. I had you qualified already. You could have paid the car off after I closed. Now you don't have enough money to close. Oh, shoot. I thought maybe I did. Well, you don't. Now you spent the money. You have no car payment, but you also don't have a house that you have to move out of next week or next month.
Yeah.
So don't do that. I promise you I will guide you in the right direction. And sometimes I might say, don't do that. I'm not saying don't do it at all. I'm saying don't do it before we close.
This is what realtors, this is important for your buyers. Bruce's team will take the file and then look at it and tell them all these things. Like I've got next year, I'm going to 1031 exchange one of my rentals.
Okay.
I'm going to talk to you guys before I do my tax returns this year to make sure, because I'll probably step up. That's going to be a $300,000 sale. I'm probably going to exchange that for probably a $400,000 rental.
Okay.
So I just want to make sure that I'm the new mortgage is probably going to be about the same amount, but I want to make sure I'll qualify selling that one, getting another one. And we're also looking at a renovation loan on my house. Right. So things like that. You're going to look at that file. I'm going to talk to your team. They're going to tell me exactly what I need to do with my accountant before we do that.
I will analyze every aspect of it. And for those of you that may not be familiar with what Cleve is referring to on a 1031 exchange, if you own an investment property, residential or commercial, but it's investment, not a primary residence, and you want to sell it, well, then you are subject to capital gains taxes on that. But you can defer the capital gains taxes by putting the proceeds in a trust, which is an escrow account for, it's a special escrow account called a 1031 exchange. And then the proceeds from that have to all in their entirety go into the purchase of the new investment property. You can't use it for a primary either. And then what Cleve is doing is deferring his taxes to a later date. Now, there's pros and cons to doing that.
Yep.
In my opinion, there's pros and cons. And the first question I have to ask myself, are taxes going to be lower today than they are in 10 years from now? And so now you may say they may be higher in 10 years from now, but I can make more money on a new investment than I can my current one.
But I can, this rental I've got in 10 years or so when I head off into the sunset, maybe. I
hope not in 10 years. You're still young.
Yeah. I got a birthday coming up. I could 1031 this house, which would probably be worth $500,000, maybe $550,000. I can put that into a rental on the water in West Palm Beach, possibly a small little villa.
Yes.
And I could rent it for a little while, then move into it and homestead it.
You could.
And then cancel those capital gains. Now talk to your accountant. I'm not an accountant.
I'm not an accountant on that either.
But that can happen.
But it would be interesting if you are a CPA and you're listening to this and you want to give us a call. Call us at 407-250-9144. And we'll always take your call. We're always interested in somebody giving us additional information so that we can inform you, our listeners out there.
Yep.
So let's talk a little bit about some really cool things that have happened, because I always like talking about interest rates being super low.
Yep.
And it's still a great time to refinance, cash out, still doing lots of cash out refinances for home improvement, debt consolidation. But I wanted to talk about something else that was really cool. So up till present, Fannie Mae sets loan limits that you cannot exceed and still get a conventional loan. When you exceed that loan amount, you're into jumbo loans, right?
Yep.
So Fannie Mae just raised their limit from $543,000 to $625,000. So now that doesn't come into play until January 1st, but guess who's doing them already? That's right. The loan arranger. He's doing them already.
Wow.
Already doing them. I'm going to close them, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I just hold that loan so then I can sell it to Fannie Mae. If I decide I even want to sell it come January, I'm able to do that. So I'm going to accommodate that right now. Now put this in perspective, Cleve.
What's that new limit? 625?
625.
Okay.
So now, if you do the math, you could buy a home for $658,000 with only 5% down and get a conventional loan. Now, let's talk about, that's great. I mean, I never thought in my lifetime I'd see a conforming loan amount at $658,000.
Yeah.
It tells you what the prices of homes are doing. But here's something else to take into consideration, Cleve. I love this one. And I'm going to tell you, if you're out there and you are considering a high-end purchase and you don't like pulling money out of the stock market, which I don't, I like minimum down programs.
Yep.
I have a jumbo loan. I just want you to stay seated on this. Don't stand up because you're going to fall over when I tell you this, okay? A jumbo loan.
Yep.
Up to $1.5 million. Rates in the 3% range.
Yep. Hold on. 3%. Okay.
In the 3% range. Down payment, 3.5% down.
Shut the front door.
Shut the front door. 3.5% down. Now, you're a smart guy. What's a normal down payment on a jumbo loan? 20%.
I mean, you had some at 10 before COVID and things like that. And you probably still, obviously you still got those now.
I still got those.
Because now you got 3.5.
I got 3.5% down to $1.5 million. I got 5% down
and no
to
PMI?
$1.750 and no PMI.
Because PMI would be $700-800 on a loan like that.
It would be $700 or $800.
That's incredible.
No PMI.
Because I've been eyeing that house on the Butler chain.
Yeah, so listen, and here's the thing. For people that want that, Cleve, it's a great opportunity for them to leave their money in the market. Now, this is not for people that don't have the cash.
Well, obviously, you want people to have, they got to have a couple years reserves.
They have to
They
have
gotta
24
chunk of
months
change,
cash reserves.
Yeah.
So if your payment's $4,000 a month, then you're going to need 24 times $4,000 a month.
Yep.
Right? In reserves. You don't have to spend it. So you can keep it in the money in the market working for you like we are today. 407-250-9144. That's the Loan Arranger's phone number. That's my direct cell number, 407-250-9144 or webringyouhome.com. Had a client. I get these calls all the time, Cleve. I answer the phone and they go, "Is this the Loan Arranger guy?" Yeah, it is. I can't believe you answered the phone. Yeah. One guy, he says, "I thought maybe one of your flunkies was going to answer the phone." I'm like, I don't have flunkies over here. Okay?
You got a very good team.
I got a great team, but that's okay.
Well, I'm the same person that comes to their house.
I know you are.
You want a market analysis, it will be me at your house.
Absolutely. And if you want to get a hold of Cleve or any one of his buyer's agents, you can reach them at 407-352-8118. That's 407-352-8118. Or you can go to cleveloveland.com. You can go to the webringyouhome.com. You can watch us on the Spotify.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm wearing a do-rag today because it's Biketoberfest and I'm wearing a pink shirt.
Well, this is our turkey transaction month too.
I'm wearing a pink shirt because it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I got the whole garb going on. You want to see us? Check out Bruce Woodburn, the Loan Arranger YouTube channel, iHeartRadio. You can't see us, but you can hear us.
Yep.
Spotify.
Yep.
My podcast on that. You can check us out there. We are here to serve your needs in this community, and you can trust that Cleve and I will take great care of you. We got 10 seconds.
Oh, okay. After the break, I want to talk about the turkey transaction.
Yeah, we'll close you by. Oh, there's that toilet flush again. That wasn't me, you guys. That was Cleve.
What are you doing with your soundboard? 407-352-8118. We'll be right back. And we are back on the last segment, final segment of the Loveland Report Lone Ranger Show, bringing you all your real estate news for Central Florida and beyond. If you are within the sound of our voice, we can help you get a mortgage. We can help you sell a house. We can help you buy a house. We can help manage your investment properties. Real quick, last 4 minutes here, I want to talk about one thing I see a lot of. Estate homes, people being left a house by mom or dad, or dad had a couple rentals. I can help you with those. We do all the work to get them cleaned up, get the estate sale done if you want. This doesn't cost anything extra. I'll help advise you on. Sometimes main thing I run across is people wanting to spend $50,000 to fix up dad's old house. Normally you need to spend about $5,000. You might need a pre-listing inspection. You might need to fix some wood rot. We need to clear it out, but you don't need to tear down wallpaper.
Decluttering is one of the most important things.
Decluttering is the cheapest equity add to your home in the world for every home seller out there. You know, a vacant house sells better. You don't need to pay an unemployed realtor who now stages homes $800 a month to rent their staging furniture, or buy their furniture for $3,000 just to make your house look better, or virtually stage it with pictures. If you are marketed with Loveland Properties, I've never paid anybody to stage a house. I've never paid anybody to put extra photos in a home or dress something up or have misleading pictures on the MLS.
Just declutter it.
Declutter it. I've got a 50-point staging checklist. But if somebody did leave you a home, we can help you with what's best on that. If it's a rental property and the estate's still going through probate, let's keep it rented. But is it rented for the right price? Are the tenants, I can manage it for you. I can make sure you're getting rent. I had a tenant actually say, oh, well, the owner's dead. I don't have to pay rent anymore. Well,
I don't think
wrong
so.
answer. So anyway, call me at 407-352-8118. The Loveland team will help you with all of your real estate.
Yeah, or you can call the Lone Ranger or visit my website and apply online at webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com for the Lone Ranger, or you can call me directly on my cell phone at 407-250-9144. That's 407-250-9144. You know what, Cleve, I like about having Dave Lowe at Estate Sales in Florida. He's got
Estate Sales Orlando, yeah.
Orlando.com. So Dave Lowe, super smart guy. Like, this guy knows a little bit about everything.
Everything, yeah.
Like, you got a gun collection, he knows them. You got trains, he knows them. You got jewelry, he knows them. But you know what I love about a good estate sale? If somebody passes and the house is inherited by family members, it's the fastest way to screw your family up. Because once all this, mom promised me that jewelry. Mom promised me the old salad bowl that grandma had, right? And then you start getting fights about it. Let the estate planner go in there, get rid of all the stuff that you guys don't want to divide up, and it won't become emotional. And it'll save your family, believe me.
Well, yeah, there's always one crazy relative too.
There always is. Somebody's going to get upset about something, and mom and dad didn't want it that way, or grandma and grandpa didn't want it that way. Call us. We'll connect you. We can connect you with title. We can connect you with drywall, painters, roofers, gutter replacements,
I do all that.
CPAs.
Yep.
Matter of fact, I got a problem with my wife lost her garage door opener. She put it on her car and drove off with it on the outside. So now she doesn't have one, so I gave her mine. So I'm calling my friend Steve at Father and Son Garage Door. He was trying to reach us while we're on the air. If you want us to help connect you with somebody that can help you when it comes to your home or your investments, just give us a call. We'll connect you. 407-250-9144 or webringyouhome.com. Refinance now, guys. Rates are going up. Refinance now. I know you've been procrastinating. Don't wait any longer. Stop the car. Stop the lawnmower. Put the vacuum cleaner aside and call me at 407-250-9144. Or you want a list? Where are you going to move? Right? You got to have a house to buy.
Yep.
Right? So we're going to help you with that too.
Coordinate that whole process, yeah.
Right? Cleve is an expert at that. He's if you have been in this area, you are living next door to a house that he has
we
listed
help sell or buy, yep.
407-352-8118 for Cleve Loveland, or 407-250-9144 for the Lone Ranger, or WeBringYouHome.com.
Have a great weekend.
We'll be back next week, same time, same place.